Hey guys, welcome. Thank you very much for joining me. Let's go ahead and get started. So we're gonna do a general read. So this is gonna be for all of the zodiac signs. We'll let the cards come forward and deliver a message to the collective here. Let's see, we got a bunch that are popping out already. Waiting game. You know, interesting, the waiting game. I feel like somebody's been patient. Like somebody's been patient for something. I tell you, I don't feel the most positive vibe off of what somebody's been patient for. This is like somebody waiting for something. It's almost like waiting for something to go wrong in somebody else's life. I don't know. Whoever this waiting game belongs to, this is not a very nice person. This is not somebody who you want to spend a lot of time with. I almost feel like this might be somebody, because I feel like they're removed. So it's like somebody you've detached from. It's like somebody that you've sort of removed from your circle, from your life, somebody who you're trying to get away from. Firm foundation, waiting game. I tell you, you're trying to build with someone. I feel like trying to build a firm foundation. There was somebody trying to get established, and then there's somebody who's sitting on the outskirts who is doing this waiting, hoping that this wouldn't work out, hoping that whatever this was would fall apart, because there's something that this person possesses that they're trying to build towards that this other person wants, this other person desires. I also feel like whoever this is, like, pretended to be a friend or found a way to be within this person's inner circle. And I do feel like they said things to shake this person's confidence, to try and get them out of what they were doing, to try and undermine this firm foundation that somebody was trying to set. Yeah, it's because they're envious. It's because they're jealous. They're jealous and envious. I feel like it's actually jealous of a relationship that somebody has. I think this is what they were trying to build. We're not talking about just a career or a lifestyle here. We're talking about a romantic relationship, and somebody close was jealous. I don't know exactly why they were jealous too. Victory and success. You know what? Whatever this was with this firm foundation, this relationship, I don't feel like going to shit. I don't feel it coming to some kind of end. I feel like somebody's still happy. I feel like somebody was still moving on. Whatever this person was trying to do with this deception and envy and actively trying to undermine it, that did not work. And I do believe it actually got them cut out of somebody's life. Like somebody was like, why are you being like this? Why would you do this if you were a friend, if you really cared about me? Why would you tell me these kinds of things? And I do feel like this deception in every person got pushed away from this. Positive movement. And I'll tell you, whoever's building this firm foundation, I feel like their life is going quite well. At least to this deception and envy, they feel like this person has everything. This is another part of why they're jealous. It's not just the relationship that they're building, it's the life that they're building. This person wants it for themselves. They would like to have this in their own life. And for some reason, they don't know how to get it. They don't know how to attain it. I feel like this person has a lot of baggage. I get the vibe they're super negative too, and probably gossipy, and it tends to push people away. So like in terms of having a romantic relationship, people wouldn't look at them as a desirable partner because they're always sort of like nattering. They're always saying negative things. Like it's like draining to be around them. So they're kind of like pushing people out of their life, which makes them more and more miserable because they want somebody in their life. Mental conflict. I feel like this person is fearful that they will never have what this friend has, what this friend is trying to build in their life. Because they're looking at their friend is sort of moving forward, maybe with a career, definitely with relationships. And this person, I feel like this person stays single a lot. They don't get a lot of relationships. I feel like they don't get a lot of fulfillment out of their job, or they're not finding a lot of success in work and career. Even their living situation too might not be what they desire. harmony. But they see somebody else finding harmony. They see somebody else finding balance. And instead of being happy for that person, it sort of like reiterates to them what they don't have. And that's where they become kind of like spiteful. I don't think they've ever told their friend this before either. That this is how they're feeling or why they feel this way. I feel like the behavior just comes out. The behavior just comes out. Triumph. Throat chakra. And I definitely feel these cards are speaking to whoever this was directed at. Who is, well, what this person feels like is having all the luck with relationships, with career, with life. I feel like there was a confrontation. And it was like calling this person out on their behavior. I don't feel like this person who got called out ever said, you know, I just feel like there are things in my life that are lacking and I see that you have them and it makes me feel jealous and insecure. I feel like they just got super defensive. They tried to pretend it wasn't happening. It just wound up being a really negative confrontation in which somebody wound up cutting ties with them and sort of moving away from them. Emotions, desires, yeah. So somebody's dealing with sort of the emotional fallout of all of this, of losing a friendship and really not understanding why it came to blows. Because like I said, this person did not verbalize why they were doing what they were doing, why they were being cruel to a friend. And it's like, why would you be that way to me? So I feel like that's why it's coming through in the cards, because it's kind of like a little bit of unfinished business. It's like never having that closure, never having that answer. And this person does look at their friend as sort of like having it all, kind of like in this emperor way of sort of being powerful, being confident within their own skin, finding successes. It's like victory. That Ace of Swords could represent victory. I feel like they feel like this person always wins, or they always get what they want in life. I'll tell you what I see in that Nine of Cups too. I see drinking. I feel like this person drinks probably in excess. They're not happy. They're very unhappy in their life. They're unhappy with the path that they seem to have chosen. I'm going to tell you this too, because I feel this straight from the cards. This person does not recognize that they have made choices and they have chose a certain path. To them, everything happens to them instead of them choosing life. It's like when they have a relationship that goes bad, it's never their fault. They've never contributed to it. Somebody else has always done something mean to them. When a job doesn't work out, it's because their boss just has a problem with them and they can't figure out what it is. It's like they never own it. They never own their part in anything. And so they always sort of stay in this state of non-evolution, of non-progress. King of Swords. I even see it in this King of Swords. Envy, jealous. Little bit of cunning there too, because like I said, this person went out of their way to try and undermine this foundation that somebody was trying to build, this relationship that somebody was trying to build, trying to shake their confidence, to ruin this for this person. Just because they couldn't handle it. They couldn't handle that somebody was finding happiness. Interesting. I don't know if they hit on this person's partner as well. Or tried to walk around in like really revealing clothes, or just was inappropriate. And this was part of the undermining as well. But they are a destructive force. And you know what? This isn't the first time. Whenever this friend has had a relationship in the past that was good, I feel like whoever this King of Swords represents, this deception and envy person, has always like said things to undermine them. And like, you sure they're not cheating on you? That's a sign that something's going on. They're probably lying to you. Like, they say little things like that sort of get those wheels turning. And I feel like it has caused a detrimental effect in relationships for this person for the past, because they trusted that this was their friend and that they should listen to their friend. But something came around this time in the way this person presented this, where they were like, hey, something's wrong here. This isn't being honest. This isn't being true. There's something more going on here. And it's because they see their friend as kind of like this King of Pentacles, like that Emperor, having success, having confidence, having abundance in their life. And they're definitely jealous of that. The Ten of Wands. They just feel burdened. They just feel burdened when they see other people happy. It's like it brings all those insecurities forward. It brings that feeling of not having what they want in life, because this person wants to settle down with a partner. This person wants to have a nice house. They want to have a nice job. They want to be financially secure. It's like, so when they see other people like that, it just reminds them that they don't have it. So instead of finding that as like motivation to try and change and move forward and evolve, they're just like, how do I tear this person down? How do I cause trouble over here to take away what this person has? It's like trying to ruin everybody else's 10 of cups because they don't have a 10 of cups for themselves. Recognition. I feel like they finally got recognized for this behavior. Like I said, I do feel like there's a bit of unanswered questions as to why a friend would do this. But somebody recognized that what they were saying wasn't true and that they were trying to cause trouble. It was like, I see in this 8 of Wands the communication. It's like, why would you be like this to me? I just keep getting pulled back to that. If you were my friend, why would you tell me these things? Why have you consistently run down my relationships in the past? Because I feel like it's a pattern of behavior now. And it's like trying to take the abundance that somebody has away. And maybe not necessarily for themselves, but just making sure this other person doesn't have it. I do feel karma in this Judgment card too, sort of like getting back what you put out into the universe. I do feel like this person put this negative energy out for so long with whoever this friend was. And this friend is like a good person. I can feel in this friend, this is somebody who's loyal. This is somebody who would give them like the shirt off their back. Would always try and give them good advice, always try and help them out, always try to care. So to them, it didn't occur. It's like that a friend would be like this to them. It's like it didn't occur to them. It sort of like changed their view on who this person was and what they were all about. 10 of Pentacles. That 10 of Pentacles is all about wealth. It's all about abundance, legacy. This person needs to stop and consider the legacy that they're building. And I do get pulled back to Judgment for that too, right? So putting this negative energy out into the universe, it tends to push other people away. This person tends to feel isolated a lot of the time. And it's because this is how they go through life. They do negative things that tend to push people away. They try to get involved in people's relationships and try to sour them. And I also feel like this person, I don't want to say that they won't help a friend out, but like there's always some sort of cost. They're not the first person you would go to because they would always have something negative to say of like, I don't want to say like a you deserve it kind of thing, but it would be like some catty bitchy thing. I can kind of half hear it in my mind as just like, if you had some sort of an issue, they would not be the first person you would run to. You would probably try to find help somewhere else because you really don't want to hear whatever their nasty opinion is, because that's what it is. It's like rubbing it in. It's like they like to rub salt in the wound too. Yeah. And this person feels extremely out of balance. They feel out of balance because they have this area of their life where they feel like things are lacking. And I actually feel like it's multiple areas where they feel like things are lacking. They're worried about their legacy that they're building. And that's where it's lacking. It's relationship, it's career, it's the whole damn thing. Abundant harvest. And again, in that 7 of Pentacles, I'm getting like that reap what you sow. Reap what you sow. Yes, you're alone. Yes, you probably feel sorry for yourself. But it's like you didn't invest emotionally in your friendships. It's like you didn't help your friend out. This person, like this King of Swords, actively worked to try and screw somebody's relationship over. And I feel like multiple times it was this last time that was like the nail in the coffin, and somebody was absolutely done. They were done with the drama. They were done with the fighting. I do feel like drama tends to follow this person too in all of their relationships. I'm being given the word work, so I do feel like in their job as well, this person is dealing with drama, and it's because it's something that they bring this level of chaos in. King of Cups. I feel like this King of Cups is definitely our friend who had to leave our King of Swords behind. This is somebody who's having to process these emotions and having to let go of a relationship that they nurtured for a while. And the hurt and the hurt that somebody would actually do this to them, somebody who called themselves a friend. But severing ties was the best thing they could have possibly done. Because whoever this person is, like the devil card, this person has a destructive force that just sort of like emanates from them. They take it on the road, they take it to work, they take it in their relationships. It's like everybody around them feels that drama. Yeah, like there's a need to concentrate on building your world, building your legacy, and like severing ties from negativity from the past. Page of Wands. Interesting. That Page of Wands is communication. I don't know if this friend is trying to communicate again and come back and like trying to re-offer friendship. I feel like somebody's not having it though, especially with this Eight of Pentacles. This tells me somebody's learned their lesson. It's like I've watched your pattern of behavior for the past how many years, and it is years. This was a friendship that lasted for years. It was a pattern of behavior that repeated itself during the years. And it's like, now I've learned what you're about, and I feel like this severing ties, moving away. I wonder if this person is like trying to lay a guilt trip on the friend who had to walk away from them. Trying to bring up some sort of drama, trying to cause more trouble. Justice. I think it's justice. Like this person feels sorry for themselves. This person feels, again, like a victim, like everything happens to them. Life happens to them, but they're the ones who create it. Like this is a time to, if they are that much alone, spend this time doing some thinking. You know, why are you alone? Why do people cut ties from you? This is what our King of Swords needs to think about. This is an opportunity to do some personal growth for this person, to do some learning. High Priestess. You know what? These cards. Oh, that's interesting. This person is never going to admit that they were jealous. This person is never going to admit, and they don't want you to know either. They don't want you to know that they are that jealous of what you're building in your life. They don't want you to know how they actually see you, that you find all these successes. They don't want you to know what's going on in their head. They don't want you to know what's going on in their heart. They don't want you to know what their true desire is. Their true desire is for other people to do shitty, because it helps them to build themselves up. And that's why they were actively working to sabotage you. I do feel, like I said, like they sabotage other people too. They pull this into work. They pull this into all their relationships. They'll do this to their family members, to anybody who they feel is sort of like finding something better than them. They always try and knock people down. I feel like this insight is extremely valuable for our person who's healing, our King of Cups who's healing. I get the letter C. I'm being told the letter C as I was touching this card for King of Cups. So this person's initial might begin with a C. They might also be a Cancer too, because Cups can be a water sign. That's a Cancer, Scorpio, or Aquarius. And again, C, right? Or Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, sorry. And we're getting a C on that one. Eight of Swords. I feel like this was bothering this person, and that's why it came into my cards. It was like, why would this person behave like that? We were sort of trying to figure it out, and I feel like this insight is going to help this person to truly cut ties, find their way out of an Eight of Swords, and move forward and enjoy what they're building. Appreciate what you're building. You know, don't feel like you having success is in any way, shape, or form bad because your friend is in the shit. It's up to your friend to do whatever they got to do and build their own life up. This King of Swords is responsible for themselves. They're responsible for their own actions. They're responsible for their own feelings. And if you have to sort of like build a wall to protect yourself from this person because this person actively works to sabotage you, yes, it's sad, but you need to look after yourself too. You deserve to be happy and don't feel guilty about that. This is an opportunity for this person to gain some insight into their own hurts and to deal with their own shit too. That's Sun card. I feel like seeing the light and shedding light on a situation here. And we have Strength. I feel a lot of empowerment in this Strength card. I feel like the message coming through is for our King of Cups. It's for our C. And it's like, have confidence in what you're doing. Believe in what you're doing. Trust in the fact that you have to take steps to protect yourself from negative people in your life. There's no use in having toxic energies around. And and enjoy the blessings that your life is creating. Enjoy the things around you completely guilt-free. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to have success. You deserve to have love. And don't let anybody tell you different or undermine what you're trying to create. Alrighty guys, I hope that you enjoyed that read. If you did, please hit that like, that subscribe. It definitely helps the channel out. Have a great day, everyone.